Hello students, Ajvinder here with the new topic, that is the pulmonary stenosis. Yesterday we have covered the aortic stenosis. Stenosis means pulmonary stenosis when the pulmonary valve become narrow and the proper blood supply was not going to happen, and it is as common as the patent ectocarditis, and it is present in the dogs also. The named of the dogs are bulldogs, terriers, and chihuahua. And pulmonary stenosis occurs first 8 weeks of pregnancy. Then the pulmonary valve, a valve that has leaflets that are partially fused together, a valve that has thick leaflets that do not open all the way. The area above or below the pulmonary valve is narrowed, which cause low blood supply uh, uh, to the lungs, and after the purification they are not properly get to the another part of the heart. Then there are four different types of pulmonary stenosis. First one is valvular pulmonary stenosis. The valve leaflets are thickened or narrowed. Fusion of valves leave a small eccentric hole in the middle. It's not properly closed or open. Okay, supravalvular pulmonary stenosis, the stenosis occur above the pulmonary valve. The pulmonary artery just above the pulmonary valve is narrowed, and subvalvular means it is below the pulmonary valve. Okay, pulmonary stenosis, the muscle under the valve area is thickened, narrowing the outflow tract from the right ventricle. Branch peripheral pulmonic stenosis, the right or left pulmonary artery is narrowed, or both may be narrowed. Why is pulmonary stenosis is concerned? If it's mild, then no symptoms are there. If it is moderate to severe, then some problems can occur. Then the next is pathophysiology. The right ventricle work harder because the pulmonary artery rise from the right ventricle. If the pulmonic stenosis are there, the valve not properly open of the pulmonary artery, then the blood it not properly take the blood from the right ventricle to give to the lungs for purification, and that's why the more blood collected in the right ventricle, and when right ventricle filled with blood, that time it flow back to the right atrium. That's time the are swellings are there, and other kinds of problems are occur in the person, and the right ventricle work harder, then it fails to pump forward efficiently to the pulmonary artery. Then pressure builds up in the right atrium, then fluid retention and swelling may occur. There is a higher than average chance of developing an infection in the lining of the heart known as bacterial endocarditis. Then the next one is, what are the symptoms of pulmonic stenosis? The following are the symptoms that are heavy or rapid or difficult breathing, shortness of breath, fatigue, fainting, rapid heart rate, swelling in the feet, face, eyelids or abdomen. Then cyanosis is terminal stages. When stages are advanced, that time the skin discoloration are there in the child. Then severe cases, distended jugular veins. Then what is the jugular vein? It is several large veins present in the neck carrying blood from the head and face. And distended, what is the meaning of distended jugular vein? When jugular veins swollen due to the pressure from inside, then it becomes bloated or swollen. Then the next is hepatomegaly. Hepatomegaly is a condition in which the liver become enlarged. Then ascites is a accumulation of fluid in the peritoneal cavity and causing abdominal swelling or abdominal bloating. Okay, then next is diagnosis of how we diagnose the pulmonary stenosis. To listen the sounds of the heart with the help of stethoscope on the area of third intercostal space. There we can heard the heart murmur, abnormal sounds. Normal is loved up, but here is the abnormal sounds occur due to the blood flow, less blood flow. Then the delayed closure of pulmonary valve, splitting of second heart sound. Then next is chest X-ray shows the ventricular hypertrophy, right ventricular hypertrophy, because there are more blood as compared to the normal quantity. Then in angiogram we can see the post-stenotic dilatation, then marked outflow tract narrowing. Then after that, due to right side base enlarged, trachea appears elevated before bifurcation. Okay. Then the next is in ECG we can see the ECG is a test that records the electrical activity of the heart, shows abnormal rhythm, then and it detects heart muscle stress. Then the next one is echo. It is also known as echocardiogram, a procedure that evaluates the structure and function of the heart by using sound waves recorded on an electronic sensor that produce a moving picture of the heart and heart valves. Then the next one is cardiac catheterization. Here we can see with the help of fluoroscopic guidance, with the help of radiopic with the help of radiopic catheter inserted in through the femoral vessels, jugular vessels or carotid vessels, and with the help of fluoroscopic guidance they are clearly seen the any problem present in the pulmonic stenosis or any other part of the heart. Then the pressure difference checked here in the pulmonary artery and right ventricle. Then the next one is the how we treat this condition. Repair options include the following. First one is balloon dilation and valvoplasty. The both name, the meaning is same. Then used for valvular, supravalvular and or branch types of pulmonary stenosis. A small flexible tube catheter is inserted into a blood vessel in the femoral vessel and guided to the inside of the heart. The tube has a deflated balloon in the tip. When the tube is placed in the narrowed valve, the balloon is inflated to stretch the area open. And it is a similar procedure like the cardiac catheterization. In cardiac catheterization, we can diagnose the condition, how much stenosis are there, and in repair option in balloon dilation, this procedure, all the procedure are same, but the one thing addition here, that is balloon which help to open the area which is narrow. Okay, next is valvotomy. Valvotomy is a surgical replace of adhesions that are preventing the valve leaflets from opening properly. This type of procedure is generally not performed as balloon dilation or valvoplasty has become more common. Okay, but in the advanced condition or more critical condition, this valvotomy can be performed by the surgeon. Then valvular fusion, insert valvotome, persisting stab incision, it is also a one kind of surgery. Then fourth, left intercostal space reflect, left cranial lung globe incision on right ventricle outflow. Then the next is persisting, it's the size of the thread which we use in this procedure. Then the blunt probe record the pressure close with interrupted sutures. Then the next one is open techniques. In open techniques, right ventriculotomy, direct visual repair of the stenosis in open surgery. Then to cut the fusion of cusps upon the base or attachment, then less practical in veterinary. In veterinary it's not used properly, it's a rare condition. Then valvectomy, with or without transnular patch. Valvectomy is a surgical removal of the valve and the widening of the outflow patch of the improve blood flow from the right ventricle into the pulmonary artery, but it is also a rare procedure. The balloonoplasty are the very common procedure for this. And once the individual reaches adulthood, the pulmonary valve is generally replaced. Okay, this is Then the pulmonary valve replacement of the pulmonary valve is a surgical procedure that is often recommended in adulthood. A tissue valve, pig or human, may be used. Okay, this is all about the pulmonary stenosis. If you have any kind of problem, then kindly inform me. I'll feel very happy to help you. Thank you very much. I hope you understand the